And welcome to another Alpha Strike video. So in this series we're looking at each of the individual mechs in a closer look from the two box sets that Catalyst Games Labs released. This one we're having a look at the Commando.
Yeah, so two versions of the Commando.
So what versions you actually get in the game?
We get the 2D and the 3A. Let's do the 2D first.
Alright.
Because I think, like you say, that's one of the more common ones, the 2D. So he gets an SRM-6, an SRM-4, and a medium laser.
So the 2D, okay.
Yeah.
What sort of speed does it have?
6'9", so 6 walking and 9 running.
And it's how heavy?
25 tons.
Okay, so it's still technically, like, it's a light, obviously. But
yeah.
I don't think it. See, the Lyran Alliance actually, or Lyran Commonwealth at this time or whatever, they really like the Commandos. They seem to use them a lot. So they're not as fast as, say, the Locust that comes in that box set, but they seem to like it because it does have a bit more, just a little bit more armor and a bit more firepower,
punch.
Yeah. So, and I mean, it does have like your full arms and things like that, so it can do punching and
so physical
pushing.
Attacks,
so it can be a bit more of a brawler. It is actually classified as a striker. So there's different categories for things. You got scout, striker, brawler, all that sort of thing. So he is a striker. He's got good speed, so he can come in, hit hard, and he's got some good weapons. Yeah. So SRM-6s, and SRM-4s. SRMs are pretty good. Pretty average sort of range and things like that. But if you're starting to get some armor missing from your locations and you start getting pelted with all these little missiles, you're going to get a lot of critical chances, I think.
Yeah. Good. So the one thing that you have to watch out for with missiles is the ammo explosions. So he's got the 2 bins in the torsos. So his SR4 is in his right torso and his SR6 is in his left torso. So you have to be careful. If you take too much damage there and start getting criticals, things can go very, very badly, very, very quickly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but
it's still handy to be able to like punch and all that sort of thing.
And for
the arms,
like in a real life situation, he's got hands. So as opposed to a Locust, which we were talking about before, you've got actual hands, so you can pick objectives up, you can move things around, that sort of stuff. So that's a bonus.
I think taking, like, if you could take a full lance of them, so so 4 of them, and just working together, you could. That many SRMs, I mean, it'd take a while to roll through it all. But like, if you could get some good hits on a mech, like a lance of them could probably take down a medium.
Yeah,
they got
easy.
Good hits.
Yep. You take a whole like scout lance of just commandos with SRMs.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like it. So what's the other version that you get? So the 2D is pretty solid.
The 2D is a solid mech. The 3A is a bit more funky. So he gets 2 SR6s. Which is an insane amount of missiles. He also gets a flamer, which is a little freaky, and a medium laser, as always.
Okay.
Now, what they've done, he's still got a 6'9" for his movement, but what they've done is they have sacrificed some of the armor. So you've got a good dozen points worth less armor there, that I can tell.
So what's that? 4? We've got 4 points of armor on the torso. And you still
on the head, yeah.
No, on the
on the left
on
and
the
right torsos.
torsos.
Yeah, 6 on the center torso, and the 2D has 8 on the center torso.
Okay.
They've basically taken 2 points of armor off each location. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 points of armor less than the other variant, but you've got a flamer and 2 extra missiles per round of firing.
Okay, that's pretty good. So infantry don't like flamers?
Infantry don't like flamers.
Or
trees don't like flamers.
No, that's right,
Yeah, they get very upset about it. In the full rules, you have like the option to set the woods on fire when there's infantry hiding in there and stuff like that. You can just go... the fire starter was the one I love, that one. It's cool.
That's pretty cool. You don't get that one in here, but I think they are going to add that as one of the next boxes eventually. That'll come out later. But looks still pretty solid. Having less armor, if you haven't got that increased speed, I don't know. I guess it depends. It doesn't have jump. Neither of those versions have jump either. So if you were to get into like the urban jungle lots of buildings around and things like that, he might get cornered.
Yeah, and this one,
For that, but
this one will have difficulties with heat. The 2D, if you fire everything and move, then you'll generate a little bit of heat. But this one, if you fire everything and move, you're going to go up 3 or 4 points of heat every single time. So you have to be more careful with your,
pick your battles.
yeah, more careful with your firing there.
So the 3A is 540 battle value. How much was the other one?
540, and this one's 541.
So not much.
1 point difference.
Yeah.
Considering the extra firepower you get with that, but you are losing a lot of armor, so it kind of balances out, I guess.
If you could stay in the rear arc of a mech,
Yeah,
that would be ideal.
that would be awesome.
I don't know. Like larger battles, it'd be cool to have them because there's other targets that you can try and.
Well, if you took that hypothetical scout lance of all commandos, you could take 3 of that, the 2D and 1 3A, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
that'd work.
So a bit more oomph,
Bit more
missiles.
punch, and
Yeah,
just
enough
have him running towards the back, sort of thing, so he doesn't get hit quite as often.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
2 solid mechs, I reckon.
I mean, you could still pair that up with, say, a locust, and they probably work good together. You know, the locust a bit faster and can sort of advance scout.
See, if I was in my normal mode and getting into the modding thing, I'd rip one of those SRMs out and chuck an LRM in. Take the flamer out and put a machine gun in or something like that. But
Bit of indirect fire stuff.
yeah, a bit of indirect fire, a bit of locust spotting for commando sort of stuff.
Commando's always been known for having like the SRM loadouts, though.
Yeah,
SRMs are medium lasers.
that's why
Really
modifications
solid,
are so
though.
cool, because
Yeah.
everybody looks at it and goes, "Oh, that'll have short range missiles," and suddenly it's 3 blocks away and go.
Well, you could do that. You could modify it. You could do things like that. But of those 2 variants, that is a lot of firepower for a light mech. So
I
it may not
don't
be as fast. But
Yeah, I don't really like the loss of armor there. I mean, that's a lot of points of damage that you're suddenly not soaking up. I would personally go with the 2D myself, but that's just me.
To each their own.
To each
But
their
there is-
own.
So that's the Commando. Love it, hate it, I don't know.
Take 7 of them.
I like it because I play Steiner, but that's okay.
They're
So,
awesome
but,
mechs.
But it's all good.
They're good mechs.
So that's it. So let us know how you go, yeah?
Yep.
I think so.
Mm.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.